Alright, hello again everyone, welcome back to the series where I talk about all the games I'm interested in the upcoming month. The month for this video is February of 2024. There's a few things here and one absolutely massive one, so as always, let's just get right into it. On the first day, which will be tomorrow by the time this comes out, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, the open world action adventure hack and slashy style anime game, which I've thought looked kind of fascinating since the very first trailer. Never knew much about it, but I've always been at least intrigued. Not exactly sold, but I've always wanted this. I've always wanted to see more, and I played the demo. I'm not 100% sure. The combat feels a bit scattered. Like, I never fully know what's happening. It feels like there's so much going on around me, but I seem to get through it fine. Will I get to stay on? Probably not. There's a lot coming up this month. I'm going on vacation. Something at the end of the month that I'm definitely getting special edition for, which we'll get to in a minute. The characters seem interesting. The story seems fine. I'm definitely going to pick this up eventually. Maybe very soon. I might crack and just end up buying it. But I'm definitely still very interested. Don't get me wrong in that one. It just probably won't be a priority. The first time it goes on sale, absolutely. This will be a very quick game, I'd say, for me. And I could see myself getting sucked into this. But as for now, it's going to be on the backlog for a little while.
We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. But you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you.
Another one I probably won't get anytime soon, but I can't pretend I'm not interested. Persona 3 Remake Reload, which from what I can gather is like a Persona 5-ified version of Persona 3. You know, more exploration instead of just like menu to menu. The graphics look a bit better, the angles are different. You know, instead of just being like a picture, you actually get to see your character more. I've played through half of Persona 3 in the remaster port that came out to start of last year, so I won't be getting this anytime soon. I'm not stopping halfway through to go again. Someday I probably will get this, but there's zero priority. But it's still I'm still interested. I definitely plan to get to some stage, so see you in a few years. Persona 3 Reload.
Those who set foot in the Velvet Room are all destined to embark on a journey of self-discovery.
Justice wins again!
Mission complete.
Also on the second, a game I have zero interest. Zero as a game. But as a story, oh. It's up there with something like Anthem or Skull and Bones, which we'll get to later. No interest in the game, but everything going on around it is genuinely interesting. I have to say that much. It's fucking fascinating in the most hilarious way. For anyone who doesn't know, this game has been, to say not getting a good rap since the first trailer is an understatement. People think it looks generic, average, repetitive. They don't like there's 4 separate characters in the Batman, the DC universe, all using guns. You know, Captain Boomerang with his famous weapon, guns. People are not impressed for the most part, and then adding stuff like always online even for single player, which is an absolute joke. It's a live service game, servers going down for pre-order stuff, not little to no review copies. I don't know. Yeah, nobody for the most part is exactly hyped or optimistic. We'll see how it goes. It's one of those games where I don't care how the game is, I just can't wait to see what the reaction is. We'll find out in just 2 days, and who knows, maybe it'll surprise us.
He's the fastest man alive, according to all these girlfriends.
On the 6th, we have a game which is going to go one of two ways. We have foam stairs. One or two things I can expect to happen with this game. One, it's surprisingly good and absolutely takes off, and it's just an underrated gem of the year. Or two, most people are going to look back in this in like July, August, and be like, oh wait, that was this year? Shit, that felt like, I thought that was like 2 years ago. Boy, that came and went fast. which seems like the Sony Square Enix answer to Splatoon. You go around with these vibrant anime characters spraying the whole city in the bright colours. Looks alright. Oh yeah, it's free on PlayStation Plus, I'm pretty sure, so that might be its saving grace. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. If I can get it for free, why the fuck not? It might be a chill little fun game to play. I'm not expecting it to last long, so I'm going to get into this as fast as I can. Hard to believe this random little thing that appeared like a year ago, tricking people into thinking it was going to be something good when the Square Enix logo appeared. But that's unfair. It might be great. I'm just not expecting a ton, but who knows? Sometimes that can be the best thing, to not expect too much. But again, week away, free, 3 days before I go on vacation. Maybe it'll be something to keep me interested for a few days.
Ready for the foam star party?
Woo, this is a lot. I didn't realise how much there was. On the 8th, we have Helldivers 2. I don't know much about Helldivers. I played a little bit of the first game. It was like a top-down extraction kind of game, fighting giant bugs. Similar to Earth Defense Force, but you know, it looks more, a little bit more polished. A little bit less half-assed. It's another one I'm not exactly, like, mind blown by. I'm not exactly dying for it. But it's one that does look interesting. If, like Helldivers 1, it comes to PlayStation Plus, I'll give it a shot. Unlike the first game, which was a top-down, isometric style kind of shooter, this is just a full-on third-person co-op, you know, team-based kind of thing. It could be fun. It's another one where I'm interested, but I'm not going to, you know, rush out for. But I do think it looks cool. The trailers are definitely impressing me.
Become a legend. Join the Helldivers, the galaxy's last line of offense.
On the 13th, we have Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. This is going to be a really short one. All I can figure out from just a quick look, you hunt ghosts, it's a third-person action game. I'm not looking into it much. Developed by Don't Nod, the people behind Life is Strange, Vampire, Remember Me, etc. I can't remember the last time I played a game from them that was actual, you know, game. I think the last game I played from them with actual gameplay was Vampire, and that was not good. It wasn't awful, but it wasn't good. But they've made games since then with more than just, you know, story. Which I like their story games too. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just saying it's been a while since I played a game from that had actual gameplay that I was impressed by. But this is another one. It's kind of the catchphrase of this whole fucking month. Looks okay. Looks like it could be interesting. Not gonna rush out and get it.
Maybe we can find a way to let you move on. Leave this world behind. Never again stand by my side.
I don't wanna suffer. I don't wanna suffer no more.
On the 14th, we have something I'm really looking forward to. Definitely going to be a day one. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox, all that stuff, all the new consoles. Do I need to say more? Tomb Raider is one of the most well-known classic games out there. I've never played it. I've played a little bit of the first one and the second one. I think I might have had a demo of the second one. I remember the same thing everyone remembers, the old man in the fucking freezer, the butler. I cannot wait to finally go play these. I've played a bit of the Anniversary Edition too, which I think is very different. I cannot wait. And I know there's some people who I know who are interested in playing this too and can't wait for it. I'm excited. Generally one of my most anticipated games this month. As I mentioned earlier, on the 16th, Skull and Bones is allegedly finally releasing. It's literally barely over 2 weeks away. Still don't buy it. And I mean that in two ways. One, I don't think anyone should buy it. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. And other than that, I still don't believe it's going to get released. I feel like it's been delayed for years. This, again, no interest in the game whatsoever. The first ever teaser cinematic trailer I saw of this, I thought it looked interesting. Had a cool vibe. But that was it. It's like Anthem. The first trailer looked okay, because it wasn't real. And there wasn't even gameplay in the first Skull and Bones trailer. But I liked the vibe. So far, after that, I completely lost interest in everything that has come out about this game. Just makes it sound worse and worse. Which, of course, as a game, that's bad. As a story, it's fucking fascinating. The beta's out already, I think, and people can play it. Some people, I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's like a open beta, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I just can't wait to see how this comes out. This could be one of the biggest disasters of the year, and sometimes that can be fun to watch. It's a fascinating little story, but it's going to be most likely, from what I've heard and what I've seen, at best an average game.
Many other surprises await. From a robust endgame to new challenges, free seasonal content, and additional PvP activities. Now, prepare to sail the perilous waters and become the most fearsome pirate kingpin.
On the 22nd, one of my most anticipated games of this year, Pacific Drive, is coming out. It's a survival kind of loop game, as far as I can tell, where you'll, between a mix of walking and driving, you'll go through it, get materials, money, whatever it is, upgrade your car, upgrade your stuff, and that's the loop, I think. It's kind of a roguelike with a car, and as far as I can tell, it's hard to find too much information about this game, I feel is clear. But ever since the first trailer, the first bit of gameplay about this, I've thought, vibes, gameplay-wise even, it looks like it could be a great little sleeper hit of the year. It's not a game I hear much about, nobody seems to talk about it much. So I really hope it can be a small little surprise of this year. I am really looking forward to seeing more about this. It's one of those games I'm going to keep as blind as I can. I'm going to go in. Apart from what I'm showing right now, I'm done looking at footage. It's only 3 weeks away. I'm looking forward to it, and I have been since as far as I can remember. I don't even remember when this was announced, but it's good that I'm so glad it's finally coming. Because I feel like I heard nothing about it for years.
The power, the potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome our Faraday future.
And lastly, the big one on the 29th, on the day of the leap year, hopefully, if it doesn't get delayed, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Remake Part 2. This is, as I've said when I talk about my top 10 games I'm looking forward to this year, anything in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Remake, Trilogy, ever since the beginning, has a permanent reserve as my #1 most anticipated game of any given time. It's like for next year, the second this comes out, Part 3, unless this is a complete fucking disaster, which from what I have seen, it won't be. But unless this is like one of the worst games ever, if Part 3 is going to continue the tradition of my most anticipated game. I've been looking forward to this since I finished the first part. If you told me back then it would have taken 4 years, even though I probably knew it in some part, I would have been so disappointed. I get it, it takes a while, but oh my god, if I was told like right when I finished it, right when I fucking bought the special edition right after finishing the digital edition because I wanted to have a physical thing, that I'd have to wait 4 years, I would have been gutted. I'm so excited for this game. I've genuinely had a couple of nightmares over the years where I finally picked it up and it was shit. That's how much this weighs on me. But we finally seen gameplay, we finally got to see some story, we got to see the world, the open areas. Every time I've seen this game shown off, it looks better and better. I am so fucking excited for this. It's like 4 weeks, that's insane to think. We're finally almost at the month where it releases. I cannot wait to delve back into this world, to see what they do, to see all the stuff. I've even stayed away from trailers ever since the one where they showed off... I'll just say the one where they showed the Dune buggy. That was the last trailer I saw. Even that was over a year ago, I think, by now. Like, it was definitely before 16 came out. That showed off a lot. I'm done with trailers. Everyone knows about... who knows the game at all knows what a certain part in this that is going to happen. A certain thing that happens at least in the original. I think it's one of the first topics that ever came up about the game where people are wondering, how will they do it? They're getting to it now. And I have so little faith in Square Enix trailers that I wouldn't be shocked in the fucking slightest if they spoiled it themselves before the game came out. I'm going to try to go on media blackout when, at least for the week or so before this comes out, which is hard for me, but I want to stay as far away from even screenshots. That's the only place I've even seen Sid at this point, in a screenshot, because I'm staying as far away as I can. I cannot wait. It's been 4 years in the making, and you best believe I'm getting another special edition, because I've never even opened this game. I mean, I've looked inside it, but I've never opened the actual game, because I have it downloaded. Definitely plan to play through it again sometime starting in the next couple weeks, just to have a refresh. So I haven't played it since it came out. I finished it, that was it. But I've watched like 4 different people play through, maybe 5. And it's finally here. The long wait is finally over. And very soon the long wait will finally begin again. Because you will have to wait 4 years for the third part. But that's for another fucking day. Will I still be doing this by then? Who knows?
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
But anyway, that's it. That's everything for this month. There's actually more than I thought. Most of them, I guess, are, you know, this looks kind of cool, but sometime in the future I'll get it. I think it's like Final Fantasy VII Pacific Drive are like my 2 big ones, and Tomb Raider are my 3 absolutely getting it day one. But as always, let me know what you're looking forward to this month. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the special leap year. And as always, I'll see you for the next one. See you then.
I just wanted to say thank you.
Those who set foot in the Velvet Room are all destined to embark on a journey of self-discovery.
Ready for the foam star party?
Dispense peace with the ultimate weaponry.
Plain and simple.
As your notoriety reaches to further corners of the Indian Ocean, you'll have amassed riches, a fearsome reputation, and a devastating fleet of ships.
Number 1. Observe only at a careful distance. Approach only at your own risk.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger.
Who dares disturb my slumber?
It's upon us. The reunion. When worlds merge.
I'm waiting, Cloud.